This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Prime Minister Marape responds to Constitutional Office Ministry concerns. Severe weather warnings issued by National Weather Service. And 14-day state of emergency in NCD concludes tonight. A very good evening. This is National Emtv News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for joining us. In response to concerns raised by the Ombudsman Commission regarding the recently established Ministry of Key Constitutional Officers, Prime Minister James Marape reaffirmed that the government remains committed to upholding the law with regards to constitutional officers reporting to the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister Marape announced that the ministry initially introduced during a cabinet reshuffle last Thursday will now be officially designated as the Ministry for Administrative Services. Marape asserted that there is no intention whatsoever to break the law regarding constitutional officers reporting to the Prime Minister. He further elaborated on the purpose of the Ministry for Administrative Services, stating this ministry is specifically established to enable the minister to address key functions that have been outstanding, such as the national census, progression of the National Identification Program, and other essential tasks. This was said following a concern raised by Ombudsman Commission that the creation of new minister which is intended to oversee the constitutional officers, as the constitutional officers are independent from political interference and ministerial oversight, and that their independence is guaranteed by the Constitution. However, Prime Minister Marape reassured that the Ombudsman Commission's role and responsibilities will not be diluted or compromised. Esther Gane, National Emtv News.
The PNG Weather Service announced that the country will be experiencing severe weather conditions of heavy rainfall and strong winds. This is due to a cyclone brewing in the northern Coral Sea end. This severe weather warning was revealed by the Assistant Director for PNG Weather Services, heading the Forecasting and Warning Center, Benjamin Malai, in an exclusive interview with this newsroom.
They are not related. They're very different.
Mr. Malai explains that the severe weather conditions are due to low-pressure system in the northern Coral Sea, bringing a lot of rain to the country. And the areas to be affected the most is the southern regions.
Normally, we have our monsoonal rains about late November, early December. However, that monsoon was delayed up until the second week of January 2024. We start having rains about a week and a half back, and so we are well into our wet season now.
He reveals the areas affected by strong wind warnings include Gulf, Western, Eastern part of Central, along with Morobe, Madang and West New Britain provinces, while gale warnings cover VTS Strait and both the East and Western islands of Milim Bay. The warnings will continue for the next 3 or 4 days as long as the low-pressure system is close to the southern part of PNG. Mr. Malai then make predictions.
For case of southern parts of Papua New Guinea, due to the low-pressure systems, we are experiencing not only rain. Right now, our forecasters have issued strong wind warnings and gale warnings associated with that tropical storm. And those warnings will be enforced for the next probably 4 days or 5 days.
He further adds that the country's normal wet conditions around the Christmas period was delayed, hence we are likely to experience rain till March.
About Thursday or Friday, that low pressure system should develop into a tropical cyclone, and it would be moving closer to the coast of Far North Queensland, especially the areas of Cairns or Townsville.
Natasha Voy, National Emtv News.
New Ireland Disaster Office Manager Terence Tasia has condemned all transportation by boats following warnings of strong winds and swelling seas by the PNG Weather Office.
The province yesterday experienced sea swelling that was recorded as the highest, paving 30 meters inland, deposited debris and destroyed houses situated near the sea. Mr. Tasia said that the sea swelling is a result of the strong winds and high tides that are being caused by the current La Nina weather pattern. He warned that the sea swelling is expected to continue for the next few days and that it could cause further damage to homes and infrastructure. Mr. Tasia also said that the sea swelling is a reminder of the importance of taking action to reduce the impact of climate change. In the meantime, as precaution, Mr. Tasia has urged residents of New Ireland Province to stay safe and to follow the instructions of the Disaster Office. He further directed that residents should stay away from the coast and move to higher ground when they're advised to do so. Natasha Rovoy, National, Emtv News.
In a joint announcement, SOE Controller and Acting Police Commissioner Donald Yamasombi and Acting PNGDF Chief Commodore Philip Polawara declared the conclusion of the 14-day state of emergency in the nation's capital, effective tonight at 11:59 p.m.
Yamasombi confirmed the achievement of the SOE goal, emphasizing the police and PNGDF presence will persist on the streets to ensure ongoing safety and public order.
I can't give you exactly a time frame to that, but reports are coming in and we will be compiling that to the Chief Secretary, who will put the report to government. But our investigations will continue because it takes time for us to identify who was involved and who did what.
Addressing concerns about students traveling to NCD for studies, Yamasombi expressed the intent to restore normalcy, condemning recent unsettling events as a dangerous trend. He assured preventive measures for such incidents in the future. PNGDF Acting Chief Commodore Philip Polawara affirmed their commitment to supporting the police in maintaining law and order nationwide. He underscored the coexistence of normalcy and a stable economy.
With that, I think, the police and other agencies, not only the police and the defense were out there, there were other people also who came out to support us. And I thank them all, including our leaders that came out to, give a hand and give an advice and, contribute to bringing the city back to normal. Not only in the Port Moresby, also up in Ley. I would like to also extend our gratitude and appreciation to the forces up there and the leaders up there and the people up there.
James Guken, National, Emtv News.
Ok Teri Mining Limited has generated a record of 684 million kina in December of 2023, which was the highest recorded monthly revenue for the year.
Factors contributing to the recorded revenue were increased production and favorable metals prices, which were above budget for the month, while other factors include strategic business improvements, operational efficiency, cost management, and uninterrupted copper shipments to buyers. OTML produced copper concentrate of 45 kdmt or copper production rate range to push up sales in December, generating 398 million kina. Additionally, gold generated 278 million kina and silver generated 8.9 million kina. OTML Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Kedi Ilimbet said productivity improvements were seen throughout the entire production chain from the mine to mill and then port. He added that improved uptime and reliability on OTML crushing and processing plants, compounded with exceptional operational efficiencies in the mine, saw more quality ore being processed during the month. The CEO said the support functions in the business, including supply, logistics, and power systems, all worked in sync with the production team to deliver these exceptional performances. Effective cost controls were put in place by the dry weather incident management team, including fuel conservation, contractor management, and rationalization of critical supplies. The CEO emphasized that this result underscores the success of the Restore, Reset and Reinvigorate strategy implemented in 2023 to overhaul the business. OTML continues to meet its environment, legal and social obligations. OTML recently declared a final dividend of 350 million kina to its shareholders, bringing the total dividend for the year 2023 to 450 million kina. This builds on the initial interim dividend payment of 100 million kina made earlier last year, 2023. Malinta Yopolo, National Emtv News.
Telecom Limited had 2 lucky winners who have won themselves 2 home kits each. Telecom Limited held its Winner House Christmas draw today during the FM 100 Talkback show in Port Moresby.
Telecom Limited had its live call-outs to its selected subscribers who were in the draw of the Winner Home Christmas promotion.
First winner or the first the call that you make, that person has to have their phone on, and we're giving that person 24 hours to respond back to Telecom if they don't answer the call and there's a missed call or for some reason they missed our call. So we're going to give them 20.
The 7-week-long promotion saw 2 lucky winners from NCD and Central Province, respectively.
One lucky person in NCD, and the second number that's come up is your number.
They have won themselves a 40-foot container kit home from Telecom Limited. The draw's condition required a top-up of 5 kina or more from any top-up form. Grace Papiali, National Emtv News.
National Emtv News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National Emtv News. Life Insurance Corporation Limited has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with PNG Correctional Services today in Port Moresby. This now allows the 1,500 members of the PNG Correctional Services nationwide and their families to have insurance covering group life, medical components, emergency evacuation, and personal accident.
In attendance to this event was Correctional Services Commissioner Stephen Pokanis, Deputy Commissioner Corporate Affairs Michael Mosiri, and President of Correctional Services Employees Association Daniel Molen, with the Life Insurance Corporation CEO Dipayan De and his team. According to CEO Dipayan De, this 3-year agreement offers correctional services officers to have access to insurance products and services.
All CIS officers, whether it is an accidental death or a natural death, are covered up to 45,000 kina worth of life benefits. For medical benefit, you now have coverage all around the country, no matter where you are going. So if you go to private medical clinics, you can pay your bills and reimburse 80% through the CIS HR office.
This also benefits lives of thousands of families across the country.
There's death coverage for members for the spouse as well. There's funeral coverage, 5,000 kina. So it's not only just for your members. You declare your spouse is also covered in case of death of 5,000 kina.
President of Correctional Services Employees Association, Daniel Molen, highlighted the proponents of this partnership.
So that's the type of exposure our members are, the risk that our members are exposed to. So with this insurance cover, it gives confidence back to our members. Like every time we go to national call-out, we are not insured.
After their statements, formalities took place. Commissioner Pokanis emphasized that the agreement provides full benefits.
And when I look at the cover, the draft that was given to me, I saw that, in my limited experience reading other covers for other organizations, I saw that what we have here for correctional services has opened new doors that I did not see in other insurance covers. For instance, people dying from communicable diseases like HIV/AIDS.
Grace Papiali, National Emtv News.
Meanwhile, Commissioner for PNG Correctional Services, Stephen Pokanis, in his statement, believes that the insurance in place for correctional service officers will boost their work performance.
Commissioner Pokanis described how the benefits of the insurance will be one of the key performing drive for correctional services officers.
I see that we've got the best policy in place to help our officers, and I would like to encourage every correctional officers to give their best in what we do, because you've got a place that you can go and get your medical support, fully supported by the insurance medical cover that we have.
Grace Papiali, National Emtv News.
A memorandum of agreement was signed between WaterAid, National Weather Service, and the East Sepik Provincial Government. Today, this agreement will allow WaterAid and the National Weather Service to install 6 Met ESCO-Watt remote automated weather stations in Wewak and other specific districts in the East Sepik Province.
The purpose of the MOA is to enable a collaborative collection, storage and accessibility of real-time climate and rainfall data from remote weather stations in Wewak and other selected districts in ESP. National Weather Services Director Jimmy Gomoga commended the Governor for East Sepik Province for this initiative, as it is the first of its kind to be rolled out in the province in partnership with WaterAid and National Weather Services. Gomoga elaborates on the National Weather Services engagement in this program.
So basically, the National Weather Service is coming on board with our technical expertise, because we have a wide range of expertise in monitoring weather and climate in Papua New Guinea.
WaterAid PNG Country Director Navara Kian reveals that WaterAid's interest in rolling out the weather stations is about climate resilient wash.
We've all seen the effects of climate change. Mr. Gomoga just mentioned the drought. We have potential strong winds, high tides, heavy rainfall. That's all an effect of climate change. So we can deny it, but climate change is here to stay. And it also affects, again, our access to other important services like water. But in order for us to adapt to and mitigate the effects of climate change on our water supply, we need to have good, accurate data. And that's what this having automated weather stations is about collecting good data.
Gladys Gila, National Emtv News.
The National Airports Corporation and the Tactical Solutions International Limited have formalized arrangements for the provision of landside security services at the Port Moresby International Airport. Both organizations signed the contract agreement today, allowing TCI to provide security services for the NAC's landside operations, commencing on the 1st of February 2024.
TSI is contracted by the NAC to provide security for monitoring access control at the landside checkpoint, monitoring vehicle movement at the car park locations, and providing security surveillance at the landside locations. However, their contract does not include passengers and baggage screening inside the terminal. TSI was selected as the successful bidder last year through a stringent bidding process, which they have fulfilled all the requirements and was determined as the lowest evaluated substantially responsive bidder. During the agreement signing, the acting managing director, Dominic Camu, reiterated that the safety and security remains the organization's #1 priority that aligns with other related stakeholders concerning the airport's security, Hence, the landside security service will complement the airside security provided by NAC to further strengthen security at the airport. He further added that this agreement signifies NAC's commitment in maintaining compliance in relation to aviation security service and shared satisfaction towards this new partnership forged. The contract agreement is for a term of 2 years ending on the 31st of January 2026. Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News.
The National Airports Corporation will soon be implementing an automated boom gate entry system at the domestic terminal in Port Moresby's Jackson's International Airport. This is in partnership with a tech company, Wintop, commencing next month. This innovative solution aims to enhance operations at NAC.
This automated system will only be implemented at the entry to curbside at the Jackson's domestic terminal, and it will replace the existing manual system where it will utilize license plate recognition technology to monitor and record licensed vehicle to capture image and videos. This will enhance security, improve cost, and enable faster entry for passengers. Acting Managing Director Dominic Camus stressed that the initiative is aligned with NAC's commitment to providing world-class airport experience, adding that the system demonstrates NAC's dedication to continuous improvement and leveraging technology for enhanced safety, security, and operational efficiency. It is understood that this new initiative will be implemented at no cost to NAC for 12 months under commercial trade-off agreement with Wintop, and it will be reviewed thereafter. Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News.
Now to the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed 1 point lower at $0.2674 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2599 US, 0.3922 Australian dollars, 0.2318 euro, 38.22 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York closed, gold is trading lower, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copra closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National Emtv News continues after the break. Stay with us. You're watching National Emtv News. Work is currently going on for the drainage system for the second 7 dump to Bumayong Road in Lae.
Under the close supervision of the Department of Works and Highways, the contractor is building stone pitch drainage systems for the entire section of the road to manage heavy rainfall. Once the drains are completed, work on concrete pavement will begin. Lae MP and Deputy Prime Minister John Russell says the concrete pavement work will go as far as Holbrook Junction up at Busum Mountain and then will continue from Bumayong to Ten City Police Station. Meanwhile, in regards to the newly built concrete road from Chinatown to Malahang, which saw cracks in it, DPM Russell says after careful investigations were done, the cracks will be rectified by the contractor on their own cost. He says there are some adjustments being done on the pavement design, which will be implemented on the current Bumayong road work as well. Tamara Agavi, National Emtv News.
The Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited presented a check of 1 million kina to the PNG Kidney Foundation yesterday in Port Moresby. This is to support and ensure that the foundation is fully funded to effectively deal with the chronic kidney diseases in the country.
And now the
Chairman of Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited, Dr. Ila Temu, says that as an state-owned enterprises under its government-approved and community and social obligation charter, they are obliged to fund projects that will have a cascading impact to the lives of many citizens. Dr. Temu revealed that the Kumul mineral is ready to continue its support going forward.
This one, I think, gets left behind. And so I think it's an important area to get involved with our ability to fund. And we have the budgets available for that. So on that basis, I think we've announced today that we will look at continued support for the programs moving forward.
The managing director for the Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited also echoed the same sentiment.
The disease is a lifestyle problem, and as long as we have people choosing to live the way they desire, we will keep having more and more people with kidney diseases. And when we have more and more people with kidney diseases, we will have dialysis that people are hooked to for prolonged periods of time. So when I look at our 3-year partnership, I know that that's not adequate enough, as Chairman said.
The country's only nephrologist, Dr. Stephen Bogasia, expressed satisfaction, highlighting that this support will go a long way to supporting the efforts of the foundation to combat this life-threatening disease.
The effort that the foundation is putting, I would just like to say a few words that it means a lot to Papua New Guineans, those who have gone through dialysis, and those who have gone on to have transplant. This is a life-saving service that they provided, and now they're looking into the other, longer term that they want to help train as well. And I think many of our nurses need the training, and doctors as well. And whatever support you guys give here will go a long way.
The presentation of the 1 million check represents the second tranche of the 3 million kina sponsorship package by the Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited, as agreed under the charity partnership agreement signed between the parties in 2022. Dr. Temu, on behalf of the board and management of Kumul Mineral Holdings Limited, presented the check to Sir Martin Poe, the chairman of the PNG Kidney Foundation. Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News.
Port Moresby General Hospital held a commissioning ceremony of its kidney dialysis center today at POMGEN. Chairman of Kidney Transplant Project Steering Committee, Dr. Poki, revealed that POMGEN is ready to conduct kidney transplant in May of this year. This will be the first time for kidney transplants to be done in the country.
Dr. Poki highlighted that the kidney dialysis commission today is one step away from the kidney transplant. He says POMGEN partner from the Transplant Links community from the United Kingdom is confident that POMGEN is ready to conduct kidney transplant.
I can say that we have partners that are supporting us, the Transplant Links community from UK. That's a 10-man team, and we have had a visit by the lead team, or the professor that's going to lead the team. He was here last year, and he assessed our facility and our hospital, our operating theater, and he looked at our programs, and he was very confident that we are ready for a transplant program, and he gave us the thumbs up.
Dr. Poki reveals that the targeted month for the kidney transplant is in May of this year.
Our target is by May this year. We want to have that first transplant. That's why we are commissioning this dialysis program today. That is a step. The dialysis program for this hospital is only a transition phase where our patients are going to move on from a dialysis and to the final stage of a transplant as they meet all the requirements.
The chairman says their ultimate goal is to move from kidney dialysis to kidney transplant so that their patients can go back home. He further elaborates that the kidney dialysis is costly, and while patients are on dialysis sessions, they cannot go back to their normal lives. Therefore, they aim to commence the transplant soon. Malinta Yopolo, National Emtv News.
Task Force Resolve Element 2024 Commander Lieutenant Colonel Douglas Varvar visited the Lay Force Element in an effort to enhance collaborative security efforts. Lieutenant Colonel Varvar's tour included not only military inspections, but also courtesy visits to key government installations, critical national infrastructure, and essential stakeholders.
In its two-day visit conducted last Friday, the purpose was to fortify the joint efforts of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force under Task Force Resolve 2024, the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary and the Papua New Guinea Correctional Service in ensuring order and security in the city. This approach underscores the task force's commitment not only to aiding civil authority, but also to building strong connections within the community and across various sectors. The primary focus of the commander's visit was to personally engage with the lay force elements and observe their conduct as they collaborate with the RPNGC and PNGCS. Lieutenant Colonel Vavar emphasized the significance of collaboration, pointing out the synergies between the PNGDF, RPNGC, and the PNGCS. The objective is to create a unified front, ensuring that security forces work seamlessly together to address and mitigate potential threats to the city's order and well-being. The collaborative efforts extend to vigilant patrols navigating the city persistently, providing citizens with a sense of security as they go about their daily activities without fear of disruption. Expressing gratitude for the dedication and hard work exhibited by the forces, Lieutenant Colonel Vavar acknowledged the challenges they face in maintaining order and security. He assured them of Task Force Resolve 2024's unwavering support and commitment to providing the necessary resources to enhance their capabilities further. Tamara Agavi, National Emtv News.
The Catholic Bishops' Conference of PNG and the Solomon Islands are bringing to light the involvement of children and a lot of young men and women in the January 10th crisis. This was the discussion at the celebration of the Feast of St. Francis de Sales, known as the patron saint of journalists.
Many children were involved in the recent looting and destruction of business houses. With so much focus put on the business houses, employees, law and order, insurance and many others, very little attention is given to a lot of children being exposed to such behavior at a very young age. CBC PNGSI General Secretary Father Jojo Licini states that good child upbringing at home and in the church is important.
No, the bishops decided to start with children. These 2 years, create awareness, promote initiative, strengthen as much as possible the service and the care of children, the families, the schools, the parishes, the communities, wherever this is.
President for CBC PNGSI, Reverend Bishop Otto Separi, also stressed that priests and pastors play a vital role in helping children.
We must start today to help our children, prepare them for next generation. Because we see what's happening today is alarming. It's causing a little bit of concern for our people. Children are becoming a problem and an issue. They must not be a problem. Children should not be a problem. First of all, children are gifts to the family. They are presents, gift to the family. Why would they be abandoned?
CBC urges that parents and spiritual leaders must help to guide and teach children good Christian values, to guide them when growing up so children do not grow up resorting to illegal and unethical behavior. CBC also states that the media plays a huge role when reporting on stories involving children, therefore urging that journalists and reporters be cautious and careful when doing so. Francisca Anania, National Emtv News.
National Emtv News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Stephen Kunum, who started the Komni Cup in Ban's North Wagi district to honor his dad, Chief Joseph Komni Kunum, is happy with the 10 male and 10 female teams from the Bamblinge Konska tribe.
The grand finals on the 28th of this month will determine the winners who will raise the Komni Cup for the first time. Stephen expresses gratitude to supporters, fans and veteran players. He says he is proud of the common goal achieved, but acknowledging more work for a better Banstown and North Wagi district. He further states that the focus is on everyone contributing to a safe and peaceful place and looks forward to an exciting grand final. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
In basketball, the Wanigela basketball tournament is into their grand final. This Sunday will see the Ulamagi Sharks take on the Gateway Lakers, while the Neighbors Breakers go up against the Seaside Magelo at the Koke Fitness Center in NCD. 4 years of staging Rugby Sevens tournaments right across New Ireland province has shown positive results. This was shared by the New Ireland Rugby Union President, Charlie Melanchon.
Malacon commented today in light of 3 local boys making it straight out of New Ireland for their first time to join the PNG Puk-Puks train in Port Moresby. The trio flying out of the province are current members of the provincial Sevens Drongos, including Captain Solomon Aini, Jabez Pangas and Ian Kisiu. They are expected to join their fellow New Islander and Puk-Puks captain Kanaklate. Malacon said the New Ireland Rugby Union is proud of the trio teaming up with the current Puk-Puks Sevens captain, who is a fellow New Ireland Province Drongos. He added that the New Ireland Rugby Union has built a foundation over the last 4 years and will continue to do that into 2024 so that youths back in the province strive towards an aim. He thanked Papua New Guinea Rugby Union for giving the opportunity to New Ireland Province. Natasha Avoid, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports now, and defending Australian Open champion Novak Djokovic is through to the semis at the Melbourne Park after he secured his win yesterday.
Where Novak Djokovic drops a set against Taylor Fritz. But truly, did anyone ever think Novak Djokovic was going to lose that quarterfinal? I certainly didn't. I don't think you did either, Roz. In the end, he won 7-6, 4-6, 6-2, 6-3. Now, this was at a point of the day where the schedule was running way over. Coco Gauff had already taken 3 hours to defeat Marta Kostyuk. So Novak Djokovic was very aware that his match running late meant the next 2 quarterfinals would also start late. It meant Arina Sabalenka got on to Rod Laver Arena late. And it meant the final quarterfinal of the day, that was the men's match between Yannick Sinner and Andrei Rublev, which Sinner won in straight sets. That was going on court even later. In fact, they ended up playing till almost 1:30 in the morning.
Sinner, he's probably playing tennis of his life. You know, he had a fantastic ending of the last season, and we had a couple of great encounters in Torino, also Davis Cup, very close ones, going 7-6, 7-5 in the third. So, yeah, I can expect him to play always on the highest level, but look, let's get some popcorn, you and I, we chill on the sofa and we enjoy the match and watch them play.
Basketball star Joel Embiid has scored 70 points against the San Antonios to set a franchise record, breaking of the great Will Chamberlain's record of 68 points in the process.
Embiid finished with 70 points, 18 rebounds and 5 assists for the 76ers. That's a stat line that has never happened in NBA history, according to ESPN. His first half of 59 points matched his previous career high, which he set against the Utah Jazz. Embiid's prolific night was nearly matched by Minnesota's Karl Anthony Towns, who scored a Timberwolves record of 62 points.
That ends True Kai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather forecast for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, mostly cloudy with few rain showers and drizzles. Darrow, cloudy period with some squally rain showers and drizzles. Kerama, mostly cloudy with early morning rain showers and drizzles. Alotau, squally rain showers and drizzles with possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, rain at times with possible thunderstorms. For the Momasa region, Ley City, mostly cloudy with few showers. Medang, rain showers, drizzles at times. Wewak, some rain showers with possible thunderstorms. Vanimo, rain at times. Medang, rain showers, drizzles at times. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, rain showers and drizzles at times. Keveng, cloudy period with some showers. Kokopan Rabaul, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and drizzles. Kimbe, rain at time. Buka, some rain showers and drizzles. To the Highlands region, Mount Harget City, some showers with possible thunderstorms, then morning fog. Goroka, Bans and Kondiawa, some rain showers, rain drizzles with possible thunderstorms, then morning fog. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, some rain showers, rain drizzles with possible thunderstorms, then morning fog.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 24th of January, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.